you know, and it's like going through what I'm kind of been going through over the last 2 years. All these, I think, honestly, some of the physical pain is growing pains. You know, like I feel like some of the growth that I've had, stress, and quickly just stretching like beyond, you know, and I just.
But just this whole lack of being stable, like in your mind, and the tension, that stuff manifests itself in back injuries all the time.
Yeah.
People always have weird back pains that are related to just their life being all fucked up.
Yeah.
You're always tense.
Yeah, I am. I know. Like my back cracks like crazy, everything, you know, down to when I'm asked what hurts, I literally feel embarrassed to say from the end of my toe to the top of my head pretty much hurts a lot of the time. But I'm working on that pain management, and I do like CBD.
CBD's awesome.
Yeah, love CBD.
It's gigantic.
Love it.
Yeah, but for you, I can't say this enough. You need rigorous exercise. You need something like really hard. So when it's done, you're fucking spent.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Just laying on the ground, can't breathe, puddle of sweat, that type of shit. You need to exercise the demons.
I have a 7-month German Shepherd at home, so that seems like a good. If anyone's going to put me,
partner.
that's who's going to put me through it. So,
but you need someone to
that's a good
push
idea.
You need to purge the demons.
Yeah.
You got demons.
Yeah,
yeah, they're in there, 100%. But again, like you don't want to. You gotta hold on to them a little bit.
I know. I like to use them to my advantage sometimes.
Music, man. There's something about the demons that come out in the music. Look, that's always why. The great artist, like think about Robert Johnson, right? They even thought he sold his soul to learn how to play blues the way he did, and it's because there's the fucking life experience came out in his music.
Yeah.
You need both of those. You can't be some person who just lives in a fucking monastery and breathes in and breathes out all day and then put out amazing art.
Yeah.
You have to have pain and life.
I know that,
and
I think that's I guess one of our words we've used pretty consistently today is balance.
Yeah.
And I think that's pretty much got to be my mantra.
Yeah. Well, for you, I mean, you are born into this treacherous path. You have this crazy position that you find yourself thrust into, where you're very famous at a very early age. And also, there's also these weird expectations because you're famous for a Disney show, right? Which is even crazier. And then post Disney show, it's
then that got erased by craziness and wild and being a provocateur, and so now I feel like I'm breaking out of like another role in a way,
right. You're becoming just yourself instead of a rebellious person who's trying to escape the sort of the boundaries of your persona.
Yeah, well, that's why I wanted, I have in my music video, I have me with the microphone stand, and the reason why that was so important was like, I'm not just fucking getting naked anymore and swinging around this. It's about the music comes first. And I feel like, I think people are very visual. And if you can hold the fucking microphone in your hand and say, this is who I am. This comes first. By the way, I don't come without this. Like at the VMAs, they tried to get me to get rid of my microphone for something that I'm going to be doing. And I said, fuck no. Like, what do you think? I can't be Britney Spears with the headset and the snake. What's important? I don't want the snake. I don't want the gag. And there was actually even some comments that day about it was just an interesting conversation in regards to lighting, because I've been kind of learning a lot, from directors. I didn't go to film school, but I have been put through that in that way. So I directed the last video, and that's what I look forward to doing in the next 10 years. I'd love to write and direct and kind of work on film in that way. And so now I have a better understanding of cameras and lighting operation. And so I was just asking some questions about, not even on some diva shit, like I only want to get shot from this side, whatever. I wanted the lights to be turned off, and that the lighting of the room to be just lighting me. So no key light, no beauty light. And beauty light is always used on women. And I said, turn the fucking lights off. You would never tell Travis Scott or Adam Levine that he couldn't turn the beauty light off. I want this red lighting. And they said, okay, we'll do it, just the same thing that we would do with the guys. Because I was like, that's what I want. And then something that I was doing, which I can't say, but something that I was doing for the VMAs, my bracelets kept getting caught and all this shit. And they said, you wanted to be treated like a guy and lit like a guy. We wouldn't be dealing with this if a guy was doing it. And I said, well, a guy wouldn't be doing this because a guy doesn't sell your show with sex the way that I'm going to. And I'm aware of that. I know about
these conversations with who?
I had these conversations with the directors talking to me.
That's a ridiculous conversation.
It's a ridiculous conversation, also embarrassing, because the conversation, once you see what happens on the show, you'll understand more, if you see it. But it might be hard not to. You know, if you take walks like I do, you might see it whether you want to or not.
If you take walks?
If you walk down the street and there's, I don't know,
Right.
maybe people sell magazines. I don't know about in
Jamie will
COVID
pull it up.
time, or you'll see it at some point and you guys can
He'll
discuss
show me.
it. So, yes. And so they're asking a lot of questions about that and, you know, like, well, how long is glam going to take and all this stuff? And I was like, I mean, I can't really nail it in enough, too. It's like I did come from the world of Dolly Parton, and I love pop culture for entertainment and escapism. And again, you know, we're joking about the hoodie conversation, but I mean,